All right, guys, so it's been a little bit since I made a video. I do apologize for that. We have some great properties on the site. A lot of people going through 1031 exchanges right now, a lot of velocity, the coming election year, and all these different, outside factors in the market. There's more demand for properties than ever before. If you don't already know about our 2020 Memphis in May Investment Summit, fourth year in a row, I'm bringing investors into town. This year, this is for past clients and referrals from those past clients, people that are working with our system. We want to help grow people's portfolios. I never want to sell one person, one house. So I'm looking for a long-term relationship with my clients. I consider many of you just dear friends. I've stayed in your houses when I travel. And that's what this event is all about. It's a homecoming for my friends who are investors that work with Turnkey Invest. Before we get into today's property, let's talk about the YouTube page, Turnkey Invest. Go to YouTube, type in Turnkey Invest, turnkeyinvest.com. You're gonna see the logo. Subscribe to that channel, and you're gonna get videos of Stephanie and myself talking about these different properties, talking about our events that are coming up, new lending opportunities that we're always finding for you guys. It's a good way to stay connected. So YouTube, turnkeyinvest.com. Today, the house we're going to talk about is 232 Brighton Village Loop. Several of you have already bought brand new houses that I built in this neighborhood. This house was built in 2009 by the original builder, and he has had it as a rental since then. I met him while we were in the neighborhood. He said, well, would you want to sell my property for me? And I said, I've had such good success in this neighborhood. We're renting them before they're built. The tenants are pushing me, hey, when is my house going to be ready? And I just love it with the way they say it, because they're really taking ownership and saying, my house. Something about a newer house in an area like this that has extremely low taxes and really good schools, it's attracting good tenants. And they take better care of the property, because if it's their own, for the most part, more than maybe some lower end houses that have never been fixed up. It only makes sense. So we're able to go for higher credit scores, people with better job history on the nicer, newer homes. At $153,000, this house cash flows almost 9.5%, 9.41% cash on cash return. It's a newer house built in 2009. I rank the neighborhood as an A+, very little crime. In Brighton, I mean, it's just no crime. Great schools, good shopping nearby in Millington. So let's see where that property is. So Millington is where our naval base is headquartered. So you see that in Millington, Memphis Airport, Navy Federal Credit Union, all that. This Veterans Parkway and that runway you see, that's the naval base in Millington. So just outside of Millington, in a little town called Brighton, just a suburb of town, we have Brighton Village Loop, where I've built several brand new homes as rentals. And then we got this opportunity. So I'm really excited about this one. Built in 2009. I'm building a brand new house here on this lot and on this lot. Sold those to some good buddies of mine in Colorado. If y'all are watching, hey guys, they're already rented. So we have people moving it or putting security deposit down, signing leases on houses that were just sheetrocked. So those houses should be finished by the end of this month, closing 1st of March, middle of March. This house is ready to go right now. So it's going to rent for $1,275. It's a cute little house. It's all brick vinyl siding, aluminum siding on the eaves and all that. That satellite dish is being removed, and the roof is going to be plugged where the holes were to put that satellite dish in. The house is nearly move-in ready. We're going to do a deep clean, touch up some paint, but absolutely in great condition. It was just built in 2009, so it's got some upgrades to it. It's got the staggered cabinets instead of just the cabinet straight across like we're building now. It comes with a refrigerator, white appliances versus stainless steel on the ones I'm building now, but it's got the LVP type floors in the living room, blinds on all the windows. It's got a cool little fireplace there with some stone accents. Never hurts. I mean, you're not going to get any more rent for that, but it helps make it rentable. You hear me say that a lot. Open concept kitchen with a nice dining room. Some people would use that as an office. The bathroom's got a steel tubs, marble surrounds. Really cute little house, and you can see why this attracts a great tenant. It's outside of Memphis, yes, and it has carpet in the bedrooms. Outside of Memphis, yes, near the naval base. We're renting houses over here at a steady pace, faster than we can build them. It's got its own laundry room where you can actually walk in, shut the door, versus a laundry closet where you open the two doors, you have washer, dryer. Large master bedroom, big enough for a king size bed, 2 nightstands and a dresser with a coffered ceiling, meaning it has a vault to the ceiling and a ceiling fan in all bedrooms. It's got a jacuzzi tub and separate shower, so that's a little bit of an upgrade compared to the other ones that we've built recently. The jacuzzi tubs, you've heard me say this before, we unplug them before the tenants move in because all jacuzzi tubs break. So it turns it into what we call a garden tub or a soaking tub. And I've never not rented a house because we unplugged the jacuzzi. But look at those fixtures in this house, even upgraded plumbing fixtures, got a separate shower, just a solid little rental in a neighborhood that's performing. So we talked about YouTube earlier. Let's talk about Facebook. So how many Facebookers do we have out there? More than you'd think. I'm friends with a lot of you guys on Facebook, and some of you guys don't ever interact, but I know that you're watching the posts that we put on there. Daily, we're posting new houses on turnkeyinvest.com's Facebook page. So if you have a Facebook account, this is another way you can find out more about the events. You can see what our team is doing. We share a little bit of our culture and how, when we have a get together. We just had an outing, and all of our team members went to dinner and discussed our goals for this coming year. So it's kind of cool to see those things. But then the meat of it is you'll see the properties as they're coming soon, under construction, even as they're reserved. So you'll see when you reserve a property from us, the same day or at least the next day in, you'll see it come as reserved on the page. We get to meet our team. So here's a little segment about Stephanie Jones, who many of you have met. She's doing a great job of interacting with our clients. So like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's a way to keep up with us. We're not great salespeople because we're not going to be reaching out to you saying, hey, I've got this great house, you should buy it. No, that's the opposite of the way we work here. People go to our website, they click the button that says order now, they fill out a survey, and that's how they buy the house. I don't ask you to buy houses because I wouldn't want to be sold an investment either. So let's look at the pro forma on this little $153,000 house written for $1,250 a month. That's going to give us a net operating income of $11,000 a year. So how did we get there? We took our monthly rent minus all expenses, bottom right-hand corner of every pro forma. You're going to find your expenses, which include a vacancy and repairs. Some people don't put that in their pro forma. It makes the pro forma look better, but I believe it's a true expense. Even this is a newer house built in 2009, you need to put some money aside for future repairs. In this case, we're saying $40 a month, 4% vacancy. Of course, you're gonna have hazard insurance on the house, your principal and interest to the bank. If you're not paying cash, 35% of my investors are paying cash for their properties right now. And then of course, property taxes, and here in Brighton, extremely low taxes at $100 a month on a $153,000 house. So that's how we get our net operating income. Gross monthly rent minus expenses multiplied by 12 gives us an annual net return of $11,000. If we divide that number into the total cash needed to purchase this house, which is 20% down in closing cost, all of our lenders have a 15% down program. If you'd like to put less money out of your savings account into this investment, reach out to Stephanie. She can talk to you about that. That gives us, so net operating income divided by total cash out of pocket, 9.41% cash on cash return. Amazing for a 2009 house built like a tank, brick, vinyl siding, nothing to go wrong on the outside of the house. 2009, wow, that's 11 years ago, but this is a newer home. So next in the diligence vault, we have your property data sheet, which gives you square footage, where we got the taxes from, straight from the assessor's website. And yes, this is not in a flood zone. That's something we always check on this sheet. So what does that mean? This means it's in a flood zone X, which means a minimal risk of flood. And FEMA says this area is not going to flood in the next 500 years. I have a letter to you guys from me and my family. This is a really nice tool. So it tells you all the steps of working with our team. And it'll explain to you why we have such a exact process from your discovery, your browsing properties, you reach out to the team if you need anything, but we have everything an informed investor would need to have transparently on our website. No hidden properties, no waiting list. It's first come, first serve. And then, of course, when you take action, when you purchase the property, you get your insurance either on your own insurance policy or with our group policy that we have, get you better rates at a lower coverage, and so on, all the way down, 10-step process to working with our team to add a house to your portfolio. We have an information sheet here about foundation property management and how we vet our tenants, our story, who are we? And then why did we start this company? Some information about our preferred lenders. So if you're not working with one of our preferred lenders yet, I would highly encourage it. We have multiple offers on most of our houses as soon as they are fully loaded onto the website. And me and my partners are going to work with people that are working with our system. So somebody came with me recently with a Quicken loan. If you haven't heard of Quicken Loans, it's online brokerage, and they claim to have all these great rates, and then they never close on time. They're always needing one more thing, or oh yeah, we forgot. You have to have this stipulation cleared up before we can move forward. We have a replicatable, duplicatable process at will. That means I buy a house, I renovate a house, I sell it to my investor, I manage it for them moving forward. I'm their operation, their boots on the ground. And we can't be that efficient with 50 different lenders. If you're paying cash like a lot of my investors, it doesn't matter. Our closing attorney's information, hazard insurance provider, an invitation for you to visit us, and I'm gonna pause this, I'll be right. Okay, so open invitation to come visit us. Every week we have 2 to 3 investors in town. We've had people in from Singapore, we've had people in from Japan, lots of Californians, recently Bend, Oregon. So we love it when you come visit us and meet the team, take a tour of the properties. And then at the bottom of this handbook, we call it, just some rental property investment definitions and things that'll help you. So if you have questions about what is the 1% rule? James talks about $100,000 house, rents for $1,000 a month. Internal rate of return, your cap rate, how is that calculated? There's no bad questions. So a lot of people just, kind of blow past it because they don't know. Well, I put some of these general definitions and guidelines into the handbook. When you come and visit us, a lot of times I give this to you, say, here's some fun airplane reading. And I'm surprised by how many people really take advantage of that and read, the stuff we're putting out for you guys. Foundation property management. This is the catalyst that has taken us through the stratosphere as far as repeat buyers and referrals. So right now, 38% of our properties that are being sold are repeat buyers. Thank you to our following of investors that we're growing portfolios that are going to change the direction of your family's wealth in the future. And then referrals. Now, the way we get referrals and repeat buyers is by not handing you off after the point of sale, but staying with you all the way through until the house is leased, and then every day being your operations, your boots on the ground as your property manager. Share screen again. If you have properties with us, then you have a username and a portal where you would just simply sign in, and you'd have your email plus your password, and you can see live everything that's happening with your properties at all times. Of course, you have our phone number and our team, our emails. We are always answering the phone and answering emails in a timely manner. Communication is the biggest problem in all real estate. People in real estate don't answer the phone, but we do. So we take it very seriously to get back to you promptly with good answers, next actionable steps of what should happen. We manage properties for you as if they were our own. That's our motto here. So if you were to go to the rentals page, you'll see some of our properties. We're really proud of, the marketing we're doing too. We have overwhelming response. First of all, we have good properties in good neighborhoods. That sets you up for success. So for well-renovated houses in good neighborhoods, yeah, you're going to get a lot of response. Our marketing team is doing a bang-up job of getting them out to the public, and houses being rented before they're renovated. Wow, that's amazing. So we have people waiting for us to finish the renovation so they can move in. People love to have the best of both worlds. Fully turnkey properties with tenants in them. and we're providing that. So if you have any questions, reach out to the team. How do you do that? From the web page, there's our phone number. You can click on a button that says talk to an advisor. When you do, or once you've signed in, go to the About Us page, and you can pick from my calendar. I'd love to set up a 15-minute phone call with you. If we need to extend that time period, let me know. I love to get to know each of you on a one-on-one basis. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support. You're making this a record-breaking quarter and already a record-breaking year. We've sold more homes this first quarter than we did the last 2 quarters of 2019. And it's not that we're doing anything special. We're doing basic real estate consistently. It's the market. You know, people are saying real estate is my safe bet. That's where I want to, have my retirement. That's where I want to grow a portfolio. And Memphis makes sense. Memphis makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much and have a great day.